But now I think it's time that we shine a spotlight on a musical instrument. Spotlight on a vessel of sound. Spotlight on a musical instrument. Gather round. Beautiful. Gather round. For every week here in the Horne section, we shine a spotlight on a musical instrument. And this week, it's the trumpet. Oh, yeah. And we have, of course, Joe Auckland there, our very own trumpeter. It's called the trumpet because it trumps. That's nice, isn't it? And I've done some research into the history of the trumpet. It was first invented purely to send signals. It was just an instrument of communication rather than music. What you're doing, Joe, it sounds nice, but basically it's texting. That's all you're doing. It's just fiddly texting. In medieval times, the trumpet player used to be the most important member of an army because he used to relay messages around the army. And they used to have whole garrisons of men guarding the trumpeter, and I like that. To get in the army, you either have to be very strong or good at the trumpet. I think it's a nice idea. But then the Renaissance came along and they started developing the technicalities of the instrument itself. They added the, what they call the buttons. They added the buttons.
The valves.
The buttons, yeah, the buttons. They added the buttons. And the mute was invented, my favourite bit of the trumpet. Have you got a mute with you?
Yes, I
Would
have.
you like to demonstrate the mute?
Yes.
Do a bit without the mute and then a bit with the mute.
OK.
Enough? And now with the mute. Uh-oh. Much better. Lovely. And I think we all wish the mute button on our tellies had the same effect. I think that'd be brilliant if everyone's voices just came out a bit funnier. I think that'd be lovely. It was also in the Renaissance time that they developed the actual playing techniques of the trumpet. They invented things like fingering, which there is the innuendo bell. We'll just ding the bell and move on like adults. So, would you like to demonstrate a little bit of fingering? Thank you, Ben. Wow, what exactly are you doing there?
Pushing the valves up and down with my fingers.
They also developed something called flutter tonguing. Thank you, Ben. And what is that exactly?
Just rolling my tongue like...
It's very nice, it's very nice. And of course, double tonguing. Thank you, Ben.
And that's just going...
Sounds better with the trumpet, if I'm honest. And the final one is growling. Not an innuendo, actually, that one. Not an innuendo. No, that's... Growling is when you hum at the same time as playing your instrument. Doesn't sound impressive because you can't hear the humming, but it is impressive. That's actually the only instrument you can do that on. None of the other instruments here you can hum whilst playing. You can't do that on the piano, can you?
No.
Do you want to try? It's one or the other, isn't it? It's hard. It's impossible. You can only do it on the trumpet. It's a very versatile instrument. He can actually do anything with the trumpet. He can do an impression. With his trumpet, he can do an impression of anything at all. If you want to shout out, Paul, anything at all?
Elephant.
Elephant, no, like something from this country, something based in this country.
Car.
A car, no, it's got like a living thing. Like you can do any animal based in this country.
Cat.
Cat, bigger than the cat. It's like a sort of big animal. We can do any sort of big animal based in the UK.
Sheep.
Sheep, no, something you can ride. Like a big one that you can ride. Like...
Horse?
A horse? Of course he can do a horse, Paul. Of course he can do a horse. Do your horse, Joe. He can do anything. He can do anything.